Hey boys and girls, in today's math lesson, we're still on lesson 13-1, but we're going to talk about two more coins that we use in our money system, and those two coins are called the quarter and the half dollar. So let's talk about quarters first. The quarter is worth 25 cents, so the counting pattern, we count by 25s, and the counting pattern goes like this: 25, 50, 75, a dollar. 25, 50, 75, a dollar. So we count by 25 cents, but we try to remember that counting pattern rhyme. All right, so I'd like to read you the book about quarters right now. All about quarters. This is a quarter. This is the front of the quarter. Notice that it's like the dime where it says its name, quarter dollar. Doesn't tell you the amount, but it has its name, quarter dollar. This is the back of the old quarters. A quarter is a coin worth 25 cents. The newer quarters have the names of states on the back. So boys and girls, when you're doing your math paper, on the back of those quarters, it'll say the name of one of our 50 states of the United States of America. President George Washington is on the front of the quarter. He was the first president of the United States. President Washington was put on the quarter in 1932 to celebrate what would have been his 200th birthday. When coins were first made in 1793, a quarter was made of silver. Today's quarters are made of metals called copper and nickel. And same as all the other books, where are quarters made? In the U.S. Mint. How much is a quarter worth? 4 quarters equals a dollar. Remember that counting pattern? Ready? 25, 50, 75, a dollar. So we need 4 quarters to equal a dollar. 5 nickels equals a quarter. Or a quarter will equal 25 pennies. Gas in the 1960s cost only a quarter for a gallon of gas. Sporting events like football games are often started with a coin toss of a quarter. You flip the coin in the air. Whether the coin lands on heads or tails decides who gets the ball first. Starting in 1999, quarters were made for each of the 50 states. Can you find a quarter with your state on the back? So we look over here. So we have California, New York, Maine, and Tennessee. So the backs of the quarters are different. They could have states on them. And the last page is always the same. Put your quarters and all your other coins in a piggy bank and watch your savings grow. I do not have a book for this next coin, but this is the half dollar. And this is what it looks like on the back. And the half dollar is worth 50 cents or half of a dollar. So both of these together make a dollar. And you can see the name right here, half dollar. Now, some people would call this a 50-cent piece, and that is leftover language from the pirate years. The pirates used to call it, pieces of silver or pieces of 8. And so the word piece as another name for money has stuck around in our language all these years. And so you could call it a 50-cent piece, but that's not the correct name. The correct name is $50, the name that's printed right here on the money. But either name is okay. People should know what you're talking about. All right, let's count this set of money. And we count on, which means we count the amounts, and then we have to switch our counting pattern when the coins change. So let me show you what I mean. So when I count on, I go 25, 50, 55, 60, 61. So the answer for this set of money is 61 cents. Now, this is wrong. This is not using your brain and doing second grade work. This is just identifying the coins. If you were to say 25, 25, 5, 5, 1, that is just identifying how much the money's worth. It's not telling us how much is in the set. So on your paper, on the lines below it, it should say, you know what? I actually have it here. Let me focus in on it. See my answers? 25, 50, 55, 60, 61. So that's how you want to do it on your practice pages. Here's our next set of money. So let's do count on. Ready? 50, 75, 85, 86. Now, remember the counting pattern for quarters? How did it go? It went 25, 50, 75, $1, 25, 50, 75. See how we can use the quarter counting pattern to help us count from the 50. Oops, I was almost a pirate. From the $50. All right, so 50, 75, 85, 86. Here's another set of money. What are these coins? They're all really small. Oh, guess what? If you were a smart thinker, you would have noticed already. It told you what they were. They're dimes. And for dimes, we count by what? Tens. That's right. Let's do count on for this set. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. Good job, boys and girls. A lot of money to practice with. All right, so we're going to use count on. So we have 25, 35, 40, 41, 42. Now let's just remember, if it's bigger, it's the quarter. See who's on the front? George Washington. And it's much bigger than the other coins. So we know that's a quarter worth 25. This is the smallest one, plus we can read it's a dime, 10. This one has Thomas Jefferson, and this is the nickel. If I were to turn it over, it tells you how much it's worth, 5 cents. And then pennies say 1 cent. Let me show you the answer. 25, 35, 40, 41, 42. Our last practice set. Now look at these coins. They're all the same size. So these are the front and the back of the same coin. And right there it tells you how much they're worth. So what are these? They're all nickels. Let's count by fives. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Good job. Boys and girls, please make sure you finish all the pages in your packet. And I have a challenge for you. It's called the Penny Jar Challenge. I have a penny jar where we throw our extra money, and I'm going to count all the money in the penny jar. If your family has a penny jar or you have some coins and you want to practice counting sets of money using real money, that would be awesome. So I'd like to have you join me for the Penny Jar Challenge video. But if not, you can go straight to your quiz 13-1 through your Google Classroom. I'll explain at the end of the Penny Jar Challenge if you've forgotten how you get to your math quiz through your Google Classroom and Google account. All right. Hope everyone is safe and well. Bye.